Artificial intelligence enables companies to do close to magical things like refine data into invaluable business insight in a way we couldn't even imagine just a few years ago. But there's always a but, right? As 100% of all the companies that have had anything to do with AI projects would tell you, it's not that simple. Problems being solved by AI are some of the most complex on the planet, and on top of understanding AI and the problem itself, these projects require a great amount of software and hardware understanding. And sadly, that is the reason vast majority of AI projects will fail. They never reach production. This is exactly what HPE Ezmeral is designed to change. Hi, my name is Markus Leinonen and I'm your enterprise tech enthusiast. In here we discuss everything about enterprise tech from bare metal to cloud native. And today I want to talk about AI and specifically how HPE and NVIDIA can make sure that your AI project will be a success. This video is sponsored by HPE and NVIDIA. The world is full of applications for AI. Virtually all companies and entities would benefit of some application of AI. With AI simulations, we can create vaccinations for viruses like COVID-19 in a fraction of time compared to what we have today. Soon, I can edit these videos multiple times faster, thanks to companies like Blackmagic, who are developing AI-based editing and color grading features. Chatbots you use all over the internet are not far from passing Turing's test. They are getting better by the day at fooling us for being humans. And how about not getting out of the store and in a fitting room to try the clothes? Possible with Capacity's AI-based app. There are literally hundreds and hundreds of similar customer stories, and the number is exploding. And the best part is, AI is not only a privilege of the biggest corporations anymore, it's getting easier and cheaper for even smaller companies to take advantage of artificial intelligence. My crystal ball tells me that in the not too distant future, leveraging AI will be as normal as companies having a website. But as mentioned, there are still lots of caveats to AI that prevent not only small companies but bigger ones alike from leveraging AI to its full potential. So what we expect of AI and especially machine learning projects is if we feed a ton of raw data into the black AI box, from the other end we get valuable refined insight that we can use to our advantage. Easy, right? That's what many companies think, and they start the AI projects with high hopes of quick wins. The reality is more mysterious though. The black box is not the black box at all. There's much more happening behind the scenes. First, there's the whole logic that actually recognizes patterns and makes decisions based on the raw data. Then there's a gigantic amount of different data. Telemetry data from assembly lines, statistics data from retail stores, data from self-driving cars, streaming data from surveillance cameras in hospitals, customer files from barbershops, database data from core data centers, object data from the public cloud, you name it. In addition, a plethora of AI applications are needed to be installed and configured to sing the same song together. Legacy apps and modern container-based microservices need to be able to access all the data wherever it lives, at the edge, in the data center, or in the public cloud. Not to forget, all of the above needs a powerful, purpose-configured hardware to run on. To make most out of AI projects, typical resource requirements like with databases, ERPs, and hypervisors don't apply. So figuring out the correct type of data to feed to the model, creating, training and deploying the model takes a lot of time. Making sure that data scientists and engineers as well as DevOps teams and IT engineers can all access relevant data is a big challenge. Choosing the best combination of software from all available options and setting it all up takes a whole lot more time and expertise. And finally, as mentioned, choosing and configuring the optimal hardware platform is the foundation here. Another phase that takes time and requires deep expertise. All this results in a long waiting time before the AI project starts generating the desired value. The time spent on figuring out and setting up everything is simply too long for many companies, and they quit before the finish line. In fact, over 80% of AI projects will eventually fail at some point before moving to production. This is simply unacceptable, and HP and NVIDIA agree. That's why they have joined forces to make things right. Let's start with the hardware. Using NVIDIA Certified HPE Servers with AI-optimized NVIDIA GPUs, you can forget figuring out the best hardware for AI. HP and NVIDIA have done that for you. While GPU power in general is essential with AI projects, there's another reason for using specifically NVIDIA GPUs. Remember those AI models that I talked about? The AI logic itself? NVIDIA has created and trained literally hundreds of AI models for various industries and use cases. Using one of these models from NVIDIA NGC catalog makes sure that your AI project hits the ground running. All these models and other AI resources found in NVIDIA NGC are designed and tested to work perfectly together with NVIDIA graphics cards. Next, we need to do something about that mess with the data and applications. Enter HPE Ezmeral. HPE Ezmeral offering consists of 4 different components: Data Fabric, Runtime, Unified Analytics, and ML Ops. Each designed to target specific challenges with AI and analytics projects. With our AI project here, we will need the help of Data Fabric, Runtime, and ML Ops. HPE Ezmeral Data Fabric eliminates the pain of accessing different data in a different way. There's only one unified API for files, databases, streaming data, and S3 objects. This sets the scene for apps to work seamlessly no matter where they are running and who is accessing it. HPE Ezmeral Runtime, on the other hand, modernizes your whole application landscape. It takes Kubernetes, pumps it with steroids, and adds a ton of features on top, like monitoring, security, and possibility to containerize your legacy applications. That's why just recently HPE changed the name from Ezmeral Container Platform to Ezmeral Runtime to underline its capabilities beyond just container management. I don't usually like to quote marketing materials, but I couldn't summarize HPE Ezmeral ML Ops better than this. HPE Ezmeral ML Ops provides pre-packaged tools to operationalize machine learning workflows at every stage of the ML lifecycle, from pilot to production, giving you DevOps-like speed and agility. Keyword here is operationalize. HPE Ezmeral ML Ops is there to help you with every stage of your ML operations, not just providing the bare minimum tools. A major ingredient in making your AI project a success. Ezmeral ML Ops runs as a bunch of microservices on Ezmeral Runtime. Combining all these, NVIDIA Certified HPE Servers, NVIDIA readily trained AI models, HPE Ezmeral Data Fabric, Runtime, and ML Ops will significantly change the shape of the time-to-value graph. There is, however, one more typical challenge with AI projects once you have gotten everything deployed in production: scalability. While predicting future IT resource needs is always challenging, it is exceptionally difficult to estimate AI projects' resource and capacity needs. This is where HPE GreenLake can be a lifesaver. You start with something that suits you short term and just pay for what you use. And then, when you are about to run out of capacity, you just order more from HPE GreenLake Central User Interface and it will be delivered to you. Way of the future, I'm telling you. I have absolutely no doubt artificial intelligence is going to revolutionize the way we do business in the future, want it or not. The earlier you hop in the AI boat, the better positioned you are against the competition. That's it from me this time. If you liked the video, hit that like button, and if you want more of these, subscribe. Until the next one.